This week, Pat welcomes Lio Cundiff with co-host Dwayne Kennedy. The Pat McGann Show, as always, is brought to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men. And now, here's Pat.
All right, special content, bonus content. That's what we bring here on the Pat McGann Show. Live in studio, we have a hero, a local hero. I don't know if you guys caught the story. It was national. It went viral. And now here he is on February 18th. This guy here, Lio Cundiff, saved a baby. That's right. Saved a baby. We don't know much. Yeah, come on, clap it up.
Look at that.
Baby saver.
Yeah. Right.
Is that what you go by now?
I'm just a boy, actually.
What's up?
I'm just a boy.
You're just a boy who saved a
Now in
child.
Chicago, you a baby saving mother. Nah.
Say it. Say it.
So if you didn't catch the story, this is what happened, right? I mean, and you could jump in here anytime. You're at Belmont Harbor on a weekday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
What time of day is this?
It was around 3 o'clock, 2:45-ish.
2:45-ish.
Yeah.
And what's going on here on the harbor?
I mean, I was just on the phone, on the phone talking, and I just hear a woman screaming, and I just look up, and I just see a stroller going straight to the lake, and I'm just like, oh God, what? And then I just throw
And you know there's a baby in that stroller?
I mean, I didn't, but I could tell by the scream something was going. So I saw the stroller go in. The woman's like screaming hysterical. I realized that there's a baby in there. So I throw my jacket off, throw my phone down, and I realize, like, I noticed that she's just not able to do anything, which is understandable. And so I'm just like, I guess I'm going in.
Wow. No hesitation.
Maybe like a second of like I was just like, she's clearly not doing anything. So I guess it's just like, yeah.
Strong winds took
Yeah.
a stroller with a baby in it into Lake Michigan. Frigid Lake Michigan.
37 degrees that day.
37 degrees.
Man.
Yeah.
You had your shoes on?
Yeah.
Dove in? Like
Jumped
literal
in.
dive?
I
Jump?
jumped in.
Cannonball?
Yeah.
Can opener? I got
Actually did
it.
the pencil.
Knee up.
Jackknife.
Belly flop.
Triple Lindy.
Right.
Lick your thumb and test the wind.
She did a backflip. It was pretty badass.
Right. A 2.5 twister.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard the story immediately from a ton of sources. It was in my feed. I turned on the news. It's on the radio. And now here you are sitting with us.
That's crazy.
I didn't know you were a comic. You're a comedian.
Yeah.
Talk about a way to get some buzz, get
Yeah.
some people out.
I did it for the bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might know our next comic from Saving a Baby.
Right. Did you think to yourself, man, it would be funny if I jumped in and saved this baby?
I was like, I mean, for the attention, I think it's, I think it's worth it. I just saw that. I was like, something's good is gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No. I was like, this is my money maker right here.
Yeah.
I'm retiring after this.
Okay, but tell the truth, Leo. It wasn't like you were near the baby and just kind of went.
I have a number. If you give me enough money, I will give it to you.
Okay. Okay.
So I want to know the situation, because is there footage of this?
No.
So we're not really sure this happened.
Look.
You didn't pull out your phone. I'm going in. I'm going in.
You see that, baby? It's mine. I'm gonna save it.
I'm trying to picture it. The stroller goes in. Does it sink immediately?
No.
Is there ice on the
No
surface of the lake?
No ice. Thank God, no ice that day. The water was really smooth, not choppy at all. And like the stroller kind of went in like this, and it slowly was like slowly sinking.
Yeah.
So when I jumped in, I think she might have been under for a second.
Oh, it was a girl.
Yeah, it was a girl. Yeah. And it was the nanny, not the mom, that was there.
Of course.
Yeah.
You mean the ex-nanny?
Yeah.
You mean the former nanny? Yeah. She probably, look, you don't walk the baby near the lake like you always do.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
Did the nanny have other children she was watching?
No, it was just the stroller.
She could only neglect one at a time.
I don't want to give like too much hate on the nanny, because it's like it was a freak accident.
Yeah, if she wasn't
You know what I
irresponsible,
mean?
you wouldn't be
and-
here.
Yeah, and she was obviously in panic, and honestly, her screaming helped a ton, because
Yeah,
if she
of
wasn't
course.
screaming, I would have been You know, I'd have been sunk in.
What was the scream? Just a shriek, or was it help?
I don't even know. She was just screaming hysterics. Like, I was just like, I couldn't even describe it. I was just like, and it just kept happening to a point we were in the water, and I was just like, if I have to go, is this really the last thing I have to hear?
Did you have that thought? Like, this could be it?
Yeah, there was definitely a couple of times where I was like, I didn't know if we were actually gonna, because it was 3 or 4 minutes we had to have been in there before anyone like.
And you're holding the stroller.
I was holding it under, so I couldn't hold it like this, so I was like just like holding it like a baby almost, trying and then treading water. Yeah. No, it was a stroller with a baby.
Now, Lio, can you swim?
Yes, I can swim. I'm not the strongest swimmer, but like the media, when I first got in the hospital and stuff, they were like asking me these questions. They're like, "Can you swim?" And I was like, not the strongest swimmer. I was like, I prefer to float with a beer in my hand. And they took that and ran with, "I can't swim."
Right. That's a better story. No, you can't swim.
It's like, actually, yeah.
Because it's deep. The water is deep here.
Yeah, and the area, because I will say there's parts of the lake on that area that the rocks are actually not that deep.
Yeah.
And like when you go near Moore Aids Park, and there's like a lot, and there's like a rock area. It's actually pretty. You can kind of walk around in that area a little. Like, it just kind of depends on where it's at.
Well, it's the north side too, Pat. So up there, the water's deeper than the people.
It is.
Yes, sir.
So you're like doggy paddle. You're trying to stay up. You're keeping the baby up. You're in there for a few minutes. Mm-hmm. How far are you off of the edge?
Pretty close to the edge, probably like 5 to 8 feet from the edge, but we're about 30 to 40 feet from the nearest ladder.
And no one else is coming in to save you?
No.
Like, how did you get out?
That's more the Chicago way.
I hope y'all make it.
You got this, right? You good? No, so when we were floating this, sorry, we weren't floating, we were sinking. When we were in there, this guy, Lou, dropped his jacket probably about 3-4 minutes in, and I was able to hold on to that for a few seconds, and able to like.
What did that do?
It held me up enough so it was just good for my body. I don't know.
Was he holding the edge of the jacket?
Yeah, so he was holding the edge and I was holding the other, so I wasn't having to like doggy paddle and like keep afloat. And then they got like the life buoy or the donut that's like on the edge of the lakes and stuff. I forget what it's called. But someone threw that down. And then I was able to kind of get a better grip, and then they were able to slowly pull us to the ladder. But to pull to the ladder, I had to like hold my body up, and then also hold the stroller above.
So the baby,
water.
Did the baby get wet?
Yeah. The baby got wet, but the good thing is it was in one of those expensive strollers that zip up, and so her body didn't get emerge. Wow. It was just her face went under a few times, and because she's an 8-month-old baby, her natural instincts when she goes underwater is to close her nose and her eyes and her mouth so nothing goes in. So that was just like natural instincts that also helped her keep breathing and not get any water in her lungs or anything like that. And then like once we got her above the water, she started like crying, which is the one thing you want to hear in that situation. So it was like once.
Did you talk to this baby during this? Were you like...
Yeah, we had a whole conversation.
Got you?
Yeah, I got to know her really well.
You need to calm down, baby.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I'm the one that should be, you know what I mean?
I didn't ask for this.
Plus, I got a show tonight.
Yeah.
The Pat McGann Show is presented to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men. You're seriously washing your face with a 3-in-1 body wash? You still use a flip phone too? No wonder your face looks like a rotten jack-o'-lantern. Meet Tiege Hanley. It's got everything you need to be attractive. Science-backed, foolproof, no 12-step nonsense. You wash, you exfoliate, you moisturize. 24,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, and over 3 million boxes sold. These guys are as legit as it gets. It's time to fix your face, boys. Go get a box of Tiege Hanley at Tiege.com/Pat to get 40% off your first order and a free gift. That's Tiege.com/Pat. Tiege Hanley. It's the way we face the day. So you get pulled out. Now you got to be, what are you in, like hypothermia? You got you're in there for 4 minutes, 37 degrees. How are you feeling?
I'm just vibing, hanging out.
Yeah. And they took you into an ambulance as well?
Yeah.
So they get you guys out, you and the baby out, and now you're separated.
Yeah, because the ambulance showed up probably 2 minutes after we got out of the water. Because there was, like, I think once we got out, like, the police, like, came in, like, right when we got out. And then the ambulance showed up, like, a minute or two later.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Also, I would imagine one of the upsides, though, is you get to skip the whole process of becoming a lifeguard for Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Automatically certified?
Yeah, you're certified. Man.
So then the, media circus begins, or it just, like, things start to move really quickly?
Yeah, a couple hours into the hospital, I start getting all these, like, messages. And
Wow.
I'm like, I can't even, like, honestly, like, my phone just, I already am so bad at messaging people. I already had like 300 or 400 unread text messages in my phone.
Oh yeah. Before you were a hero?
Yeah.
Who are you, me?
Yeah. I don't have time for this.
Right.
So now you're getting all these media requests. You're a hero. You probably have to like process this and come up with. You have someone coaching you on how to answer all this, how to handle all this stuff.
Just me in the mirror.
Oh wow.
And then you get billed for this too. Like they send you like, hey, we gotta charge you.
Yeah.
What?
For saving that baby?
Yeah.
What?
That's my bad. I shouldn't have done it.
That is
it was
crazy.
expensive.
That's the Chicago way.
Yeah. Who's doing that?
Yeah.
We gotta get
Sir,
word
you're
to
gonna be
them.
sued for malicious compassion.
The most expensive lake day I've ever had. Usually it's a case of beer, but this is a little more expensive.
Well, oh man, you can't save any babies in Chicago nowadays.
Costs
Not in
too
this
much.
economy.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised. Has anybody started like a GoFundMe or one of those things on your behalf?
Yeah, GoFundMe started. I'm trying to get it shut down because it's
don't do that,
it's too
man.
much. It's too much. I'm like it's already, my bills should be covered at this point. So I'm like I want to shut down because I already it's bills are paid. I've probably got a little extra after, so but it's nothing that I
But it is still
I'm not
open?
comfortable with. I'm very I already feel like this is too much.
Yeah.
And this attention is kind of weird, and I'm just like.
That's funny because we asked you yesterday if you want to come in. You're like, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
I mean, you can't call it Pat.
I still have a career.
When can I get on the show, Pat? How many babies I gotta say?
I'll do it again. I'm just trying to get a career started. You know what I mean? If it makes it,
Have you had any hesitation about interrupting the natural selection of things, and that maybe this this baby might grow up to do evil things, and will you regret it?
I mean, if she does do evil things, I'll be really proud of her. I support her.
Yeah.
It was the cold. It was the cold that made me do it.
Man. So is that your nature? Like you've always been like a take charge leader type person? No.
I school projects. They were my favorite. I didn't have to do anything.
Let everyone else do it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but this was a moment. This was a fight or flight moment.
Yeah, no.
You fought.
Yeah.
You literally dove in.
Yeah.
I will say I am a bit of an argumentative person, so I am a bit of a fighter in that sense.
Okay.
I don't take. I'm like, yeah.
How has this changed you? Do you wear a wetsuit under your clothes now? Do you always have a bathing suit on you?
Yeah.
And
Do you want to see it? It's blue today.
Right. That's for the extra show. Video. You know what I mean?
No,
a little extra money with that.
Yeah. That's for the Patreon.
No, truly remarkable. And then to hear that you're also a stand-up, which was kind of like, that was most intriguing to me, to be honest with you.
Absolutely, that a stand-up would we'd be brave and have compassion for anybody else. I would have been like, "What you want me to say at your funeral?"
I'll make a good.
Man.
So you got to plug your career. You got to tell us where you're going to be appearing next. Where can we see? And are you going to be talking about this? Is this going to work its way into?
Yeah, I've been working on some little material about it. There's a lot.
Got some baby saving bits.
Yeah, I do. Like I was, and this isn't a bit. This is it is. It will be, but it's also my truth. But I guess I was in a UK newspaper and I was in like the same newspaper as like the official announcement of the arrest of former Prince Andrews.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
And
so
I
it's like
think-
Prince Andrew arrested, and then down here.
Yeah, you got a man who's a pedophile, and then you got a trans man who saved a baby.
Yeah.
It's like, who's gonna get more hate, you know? I mean, according to the internet, I did save the baby so I could groom it. Caught me.
Oh, come on.
Caught me.
Is that what the internet trolls are saying?
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I didn't
Yeah.
realize you got to keep the baby.
Yeah, I did. I only did it because I got to keep the baby.
You know what I mean? They give you something.
Yeah.
But they charge you for it.
Is that what she was screaming? Anyone want a baby? It's yours.
Up for grabs if you can save it.
Man.
Well, listen, Leo, I have just was floored by the story.
Great.
It's a great Chicago story. It's a great, obviously, human story.
Yeah.
It spread around the globe, and just such well-deserved accolades.
Yeah.
And really pleasure to meet you, dude.
Thank you.
Like, wow, very cool.
And I can't swim, Leo. So we're going to need to start hanging out together
Yeah,
all the time.
I got you.
When I'm near any large bodies of water.
I always have a floaty on me. So.
Good. Good. I appreciate you.
All right, so plug your shows, Leo, and you're on Instagram. I'm sure you're on all the socials.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got, and people can see you in People Magazine. They can just go online. Just
Yeah.
look this up.
People
Leo
Magazine?
Cundiff. That's what I heard. Our guy said
Wait.
you're in People Magazine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexiest baby saver alive. You're on the cover.
Yeah.
I just want to meet Donald Trump. That's why I really did it.
Oh, man. Well, if
Take, Mr. President,
Yeah.
please, this tranny love. Okay.
Well, if he falls into some water, hold yourself back.
Somebody
Oh,
else.
no, go
that
ahead.
bitch
No,
sing.
hold on, Leo. Let's just let this play out.
Yes, sir. He's
Yeah.
too fat. He sink right away too. You know.
Yeah.
Somebody will get him.
Yeah.
And you got some shows coming up, though. You're going to be at the Laugh Factory end of this month?
Yeah, in a month, doing Sachet, and then I have a few others. I really don't know, but I do post it on my social media, and yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know you got a lot going on. I really appreciate you coming in here, and great to meet you in person.
Yeah.
And
Great meeting you as well.
You too.
I've seen and I've heard about you a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're
I
kind
do.
of a local legend.
You know what I mean? A little
So
bit.
I
I've
was like,
saved a few
Kinda.
people in my lifetime. Yeah.
You,
I don't know if
I
you
heard.
heard. I
Kind of
didn't
a
want-
comedic legend. I don't know if you know that or
I
not.
didn't want to throw
but-
that in your face, Leo, and take away from your shine.
No. I want you here. Take my microphone too.
Yeah.
All right, there you guys have it. Lio Cundiff, hero, comedian, and Chicago legend. Now you are in legend status as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Woo, for
Thank
something
you, Leo.
way more significant. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Lio
I'm just a
Cundiff,
boy.
everyone.
I'm just a boy.
Just the boy. Wow.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man.
The Pat McGann Show is brought to you by the Pat McGann Show team. Executive producer Kelley Thornton. Producer Paula Thornton. Showrunner Tom Bambera. Audio engineer Tommy Grant. Video production Eddie Perez. Video and audio editor Madeline Curlis. Organic content manager George Moster. Recorded at T.H. Hanley Studios in Chicago, Illinois.